Hello everybody, Cam S here. Today we are going to be taking a look at my DIY fishing kayak. I'm pretty sure we did a video on it a long time ago, but I just got done adding quite a bit of new things to it. So I figured we could take a closer look at it, how I attach everything, and what techniques I use for disassembly, for storage, and transportation. Because everything on it that you can see right now comes off, so I can transport it and store it. So without further ado, we can start at the front of the kayak and move our way back. So starting in the front, I have this pulley system for an anchor trolley, and if you're not familiar with what an anchor trolley does, basically you put your anchor rope through this clip, and depending on which direction the wind is blowing, you change your position of the anchor to have it towards the front or the back. So this comes right here for this, and then I put my anchor rope straight through there. So when going back farther, on the front you have this quick release. I believe these are just tool mounts or broom mounts, and you just snap it into place. I just have it screwed in to the front. I have bolts on the inside of the kayak. So you just snap it in just like that. Up next, I have my camera mount, which this screws right off like a regular camera mount does. And I just finished modifying this right here. So I have an L bracket right here, right where the mount normally attaches. So the mount goes through here, and I screw this on top to tighten this down. And I have this phone mount as well, so I can record for YouTube videos and have my phone right here for TikTok lives. And the next thing right here is a GoPro mount, just in case the water is too rough for me to feel comfortable having my nicer non-waterproof camera right here. Then right here is my rope system for the anchor, and this is just a retractable clothesline. I took all the line out except for the last foot and attached some stronger rope to it. That way I had a little bit more strength when pulling up the anchor, and use the leftover to make my anchor trolley. So I have this hook right here for the anchor to tie off when I'm at the correct depth. And then I just added these fishing rod mounts in the front just in case I am catfishing, or I can actually change the angle if I wanted to troll or anything like that. So I'm excited for these. That way I can at least have something quick and easy to get to, or if I am deciding to move, I can just put them right here real quick rather than putting them in the back, because last year I was just setting them in the inside. So this will free up a lot more space and should be quite convenient, especially if I decide to do some catfishing or carp fishing where I just am going to let it sit. And on this side, I have another tool clip, which originally was for another paddle, a shorter paddle, just in case I wanted to change directions. But after I added the anchor on, I don't really use that at all anymore. So it is just nice to put my anchor there or anything else that I need to just clip on real quick. That way I'm not getting my anchor inside and getting all wet. Flipping now to the other side, we have more of those clips for my paddle, and just so you can clip it in there real quick, go fishing, and pull it out very easily. I also have inside the kayak just the regular seat, and I tied this bag in here to actually put the anchor in, just in case I ever want to detach the anchor for any reason, and put it in there for storage. That way if I tip over, my anchor is staying in there rather than sinking to the bottom of the river. Now moving to the back, I have these PVC pipes with the elbows in it, and this cap is drilled directly into the kayak, and these pop out. And like I said, I will show you later how I detach everything. But I had these on here before, and I decided that rather than mounting them directly to this, I was going to leave these on just in case I wanted to like go out with light tackle, not have this huge thing on here. I can just attach two rod holders real quick and I'm ready to go. So moving back, I have 2 more rod holders attached to a milk crate. The milk crate has a metal tray in the bottom with 4 bolts sticking through, and on the other side you just have to attach it with a wing nut in the inside of the kayak in here. So I have the same thing on the opposite side. I have the board here for additional support, and that is pretty much it for attachments. I do have another camera mount back here, which I am likely not going to use anymore because of this, and an old light mount, which I may have to grab the one from my boat because the one that went in here is now broken. And at the end I have a lock so that I can lock it up when I'm no longer using it. So in total I could have, I guess, 8 rods on here, the 6 back here, and then 2 in the front. But I figured I have 6 rods that I like to alternate between, so 6 rod holders in the back is good enough for now. That way I can take all the rods out and have them all set up for everything that I like to go to. Now we can go into disassembly, so I can show you basically how simple it is to detach everything and how I detach it, and then we can take a closer look at everything to see how they were originally attached. So starting in the front, you just unscrew this because it is just a bolt. And this is the same technique that I use on my fishing boat. You just put a bolt through the bottom, put a washer, and leave just enough to fit in that thread. And a closer look at this now. Like I said earlier, it just screws onto here, so if I do not want to have this attachment on here, I can always take it off and then screw it right through there. So that way I can have 2 devices recording at once. And next up, the net comes off very easily, and so do the rod holders. These are just like your regular rod holders that have these mounts, will always stay on there. I do leave the anchor rope on here because it is low profile and these stick up just as much as that, so I might as well just leave it right on there. Then you can just pop the paddle right off. Now we can move to the back, just take all the rods out. And like I was saying earlier, these are just PVC pipes with a cap attached, so you just pull them out and you're good to go. And pull it out and you're good to go with these. And then like I said, these always stay on here so that if I ever want to go out with light tackle, not want to take this big old thing with me, and don't want to worry about bringing a tackle box, I can just use these. Then you just have to reach up in here and loosen up, and all I have on here are some wing nuts. So take off all 4 of those and I'll show you a closer look at how this attaches. Once you get all the wing nuts off, it should just pop right out, and all it is a frame like this with bolts on the bottom, and you could do this at home with just a board. It would be a little thicker obviously, and just put bolts through the board. Just sits in the bottom like that, and you're all set to go. So as you can see, it's just bare bones now, and it's pretty quick to take down and to set up both. So hopefully that gives you a few ideas on what you can do for your DIY fishing kayak. And as you can see, this was not a fishing kayak at all. It was just a regular kayak. So you can turn just the regular kayak into a fishing kayak if you got the time and energy to do so. But like I said, I hope this gave you a few ideas. I hope it helps you be able to do this on your own. And if you do, send me a picture on Instagram of your kayak setup, because I would love to see all of your setups as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Hopefully we can get out with the kayak soon, and hopefully we can get into some fish with it. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.